Hi YouTube, I'm JoshStrifeHayes and this is a guide to Demogorgon on Neverwinter Online. I'm playing the PC version, so everything I say is going to apply to the PC version. It should also apply to PlayStation and Xbox, but there may be small subtle differences. So first of all, Demogorgon is one of the epic trials. You'll need 10 people to join up. You can see that I've got 10 people in a queue group here. We're going to click Private and then go to Epic Trial. There are two versions of Demogorgon, Demogorgon Regular and Demogorgon Master, or Epic, as some people will call it. The only difference is the Master version is a lot harder and will drop the Twisted I-Core at the end of it. If you don't need the Twisted I-Core because you're not going for the twisted weapons, you may as well do regular Demogorgon. There's no difference in the drops apart from the Twisted I-Core, and I don't need it, so I'm going to do the regular. It's much easier. Once we've got 10 people, join the selected queue, and it will queue us up. I'm going to be explaining all the mechanics as we go, so this might not be the fastest run, but I'm going to try and point out everything you need to do. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me on Twitch under JoshStrifeHayes. Once you're in the arena, 10 people need to gather on that stone disc in the front just there. Once all 10 people are gathered, the fight will start. The fight is split into 3 phases, and I'm going to be talking through every single phase as we do it. I've managed to get 10 people from the Neverwinter Legit Channel Alpha Alliance, who are some of the best players, so they're going to make it really, really easy for me. You can see when that purple ring goes around the edge, 10 people are ready. We'll watch the opening video. Those blue circles will be important. So once everyone's finished watching the opening movie, we can run forward to this big blue wall and press F to enter the arena. The first phase, Demogorgon himself is completely invulnerable. You can't hurt him, but he will still do loads of damage to you. So you're going to need a good tank to distract him. You can see over here, we've got Dorgan pulling Demogorgon all the way to the edge. This tank is going to make sure Demogorgon stays over here and doesn't bother us while we do what we need to do. Around the arena, you're going to see 3 different types of portal open up. Green little portals over there, blue medium portals, and large purple portals. You have to close these portals as fast as you can by running up to them and pressing F. Once you've closed them, demons will spawn from them, and you have to kill the demons. There is no point closing the green ones or the blue ones. They still spawn tough enemies, but they don't give you as many points for killing them. So only focus on the purple ones. You can see the team here are doing a great job. They're running around as fast as they can to the purple portals and closing them as quickly as possible. On the right hand side of the screen you'll see a bar. It says close abyssal tears with a timer above it. The quicker you can do this, the higher your reward is going to be for bronze, silver or gold. We should get gold no problem. You'll see now on my screen that it's got a purple veiny effect around the side. This is a thing that happens to you in the Demogorgon arena called madness. Look in the top left of my screen, you'll see I'm building up stacks of madness just by being here. As the madness increases, I will take damage, and eventually, as has happened now, my encounter powers will be locked down and I can't use them. To get rid of the stacks of madness, run into these blue circles. They're called sanity wells. When you're in the blue circle, all the madness will go away. Being in this arena is dangerous. You'll take damage from just being here, you'll take damage from all of the enemies. If Demogorgon hits you, he'll do a large amount of damage, and sometimes you'll see the sign Psychotic Break above you. This will make everyone in the group freeze. Now my team are doing a fantastic job of taking these demons down, and I've explained everything that you need to do for this first phase. So now I'm going to jump back in and help them. Playing as a Hunter Ranger, I'm mainly a DPS. I'm a trapper, so once I've done some range stuff, I'm going to get in and throw some melee attacks out there as well. See how we're all frozen right now with that red symbol above our head? That's the Psychotic Break. Makes the entire team freeze. The biggest danger from that is if you are frozen while Demogorgon's attacking you. Another reason the tank needs to make sure he keeps him over there. Apart from that, there's nothing else to this first phase. Now you'll see what happens if I open this blue portal over here. There's really no point, but it's still going to spawn some difficult enemies. I'm showing you what not to do right now. The enemies still appear, but I don't get anywhere near as many points for killing them. If you just run around and open all the green and blue portals, you're going to make it really hard for your team, so try not to do that. If you are a lower DPS team, make sure you stick together. Don't try and open different portals. And don't open the second purple portal until you've dealt with the demons from the first one. Now once you've opened all the purple portals and you've achieved gold, it will say on the right hand side of the screen, Gold Medal Achieved. Everyone should then head back and stand in the blue sanity well. This is going to prevent you taking damage from just being in the arena. However, this first phase will not end until the timer has ticked all the way down. There's still 1.5 minutes remaining because we were fast enough to open and close all the portals in that time. You'll see that the tank over there, Dorgan, still making easy work of keeping Demogorgon distracted. Now during the second and third phase, a few more mechanics will happen that I'll talk about more. Now standing outside the sanity well, you'll see my stacks of madness are building up here. Stacks build up every few seconds, so you want to run back as many times as you can to a sanity well. Another difference between normal Demogorgon and epic Demogorgon is normal Demogorgon will give you access to 3 sanity wells, one over by the entrance door and one over in both the far corners. If you're playing epic or master Demogorgon, you're only going to get 1 sanity well, so make sure you stay close to it and keep an eye on your stacks of madness. It's a lovely area. I really like the aesthetics in this place. They've done a really good job of making it look awesome. Let's just take a tour around the arena for the next 30 seconds. If you have any questions about my build or about Neverwinter in general, you can normally find me on Twitch under JoshStrifeHayes. If I press X, you'll see I can see the regular stats from dungeons: Paingiver, Immovable Object, Living Dead, Field Medic and Executioner. I can also see my score, or the team score, for each phase of this fight: Phase 1, Phase 2 and Phase 3. If you get gold on all 3 phases, you're likely to get gold in the whole thing. For the second phase of Demogorgon, he's going to send Goristro, whom is one of his larger elite fiends. Killing Goristro has a few interesting mechanics, so I'm going to talk about those as we do them. Once everyone's watched the entrance movie, you can head in. Goristro is basically a straight DPS fight against this guy. The difficulty is, occasionally he will pick someone in the arena and aim at them with a red arrow. Once the red arrow is on you, he'll charge at you. See that red strip just there? That's the red arrow. When he charges at you, he will run straight forward and crash into whatever's at the end. The interesting thing about this is there are 4 portals around this arena. You can see a gold one over there, a black one, a gold one and a black one. If you send him into one of these portals, it will do something depending on the colour. Gold portals will cause Goristro to take a small amount of damage. This is essential for groups with lower DPS. You want to make sure he goes into as many gold portals as you can. Sometimes though, someone will accidentally send him into a black portal. This is a problem because this gives Goristro a large chunk of health back. You want to make sure you don't send him into a black portal. We might do it during this guide just to show you what happens. You'll see that Goristro's health bar has several little labels on it. We're sending him into a gold portal over there. You see he took some damage just from hitting the portal. Now if you look at Goristro's health bar, you'll see a little bronze symbol on the right hand side and a silver symbol closer to the left. If you can get his health to these symbols, that's the reward you'll get. And if you can kill him completely, he's on me now. I'm going to send him into black just to show you. I'm going to dodge through his attack, he hits the black and his health goes all the way back up. That's a large amount of health for him to regain. And for a smaller DPS group or a lower DPS group, that's a real problem. If you die, you can simply respawn and run back in. Occasionally while you're in this arena, it will say take shelter in a sanity well and you'll have a purple beam aimed at you that comes from Demogorgon over there. I'm going to wait and see if that happens now. As soon as it says take shelter in a sanity well, you need to run into one of the blue wells. You'll see there are lots more blue wells in the arena now. Makes it easier. There's the beam, and if I wait around and don't do anything, I'll take a large amount of damage, which actually kills me. If you get into a sanity well, that beam goes away. Apart from that, do as much damage as you can, as fast as you can. Don't send him into the black portals, and get into the sanity well whenever you have a beam aimed at you. Once you've taken down Goristro, it's time for part 3. Part 3 is actually the simplest part. It's a straight fight against Demogorgon. Enter the arena and go and do as much damage as you can. If you're a lower DPS group, you'll want to attack Demogorgon and lure him over to the door, the entrance of the arena. The reason you want to do this is when you die, it's quicker to get back into the fight. Now thankfully, we have a very high DPS group, so we can just attack him over here. Sometimes Demogorgon will spawn, see where it says laughs maniacally? That will cause a lot of damage to your group, and you'll see these portals on the floor. See that purple portal just there? You want to avoid that. If I walk into that purple portal, I'll be teleported to the ceiling, dropped, and will take a large amount of fall damage. I don't want that to happen. That's the simplest mechanic there is in Phase 3. Do as much damage to Demogorgon as you can, avoid the portals on the floor, and stay behind him. Apart from that, it's a straight DPS fight. You'll see he's spawned more of these portals, but thankfully we've avoided him. Once you've burned him all the way down, you'll see the ending cinematic. After that, everyone in the arena will receive a reward based on the rank that you ended up with. We ended up with gold. I got 30 Demonic Ichor, 150 Pharazes, 40 Steel of the Protector, and a Ring of Brutality +3. You can also have a look at the stats such as Pain Giver, Immovable Object, Living Dead, Field Medic, and Executioner. Getting all 3 of those phases to gold is what you really want to do. The Ring of Brutality +3 unfortunately isn't really what I wanted. That's not, however, the only reward you get. If you run over here, don't leave straight away, there's a treasure chest. Now the treasure chest can be opened with a lesser demonic key, a greater demonic key, or one of the legendary dragon keys. Ideally, you want to use a lesser demonic key, because they're easier to make. To make those, bring up your quest journal, go to your Sword Coast Chronicles, and look in the Underdark campaign. You'll see that creating greaters and creating lesser demonic keys is one of the key campaign things over here. You want to do those as often as you can. Unfortunately, I've still got to wait 3.5 hours for both of mine to make through. I don't have any lesser demonic keys, I only have greater. I'm going to use one of the greater to show you what the rewards can be. We open that up, choose yes, more Ichor, Seals the Protector, an Atcom Ring for Refinement, and a Ring of Rising Defense. Now what you're always hoping for is any ring +5. The +5 rings are extremely rare, so keep going and don't give up. That is a very simple guide to Demogorgon on the PC. Now go and get some +5 rings. Good luck, guys.